All right, let's talk about Rioja. Today, we're going to uncork one of the world's most famous wine regions. But listen, this is way more than just a wine lesson. It's a journey, really, right into the heart of Spain. So you ready? Let's dive in.
This quote, it just nails it, doesn't it? Rioja isn't something you just drink. It's a story, it's a landscape, it's centuries of tradition, all crammed into one bottle. And it just makes you wonder.
And that's the exact question we're tackling today. We're going to peel back the layers. We'll look at the land, the grape, the culture, and the deep history, all the stuff that comes together to create the magic you taste in the glass.
Okay, first things first. You've got to understand, Rioja isn't just another wine region in Spain. For so many people all over the world, Rioja is Spanish wine. I mean, it's the gold standard, the icon. You could say it's the very soul of the country's winemaking identity.
And it all starts with the place itself. Seriously, just picture it for a second. We're talking about this breathtaking landscape tucked away in northern Spain. You've got these rolling green vineyards stretched across sun-drenched golden hills, dotted with these ancient stone villages that feel completely timeless. And this isn't just a pretty picture. This is the perfect stage for making some of the best wine on the planet.
So let's zoom in a little. To really get what makes Rioja wine tick, you have to understand its unique environment, what the pros call terroir, and you have to meet the undisputed queen of the show, the grape that reigns supreme here.
Okay, look at this. This is where it gets so fascinating. You've got these four elements working together in perfect harmony. First, the mountains, the Sierra de Cantabria. They're like a giant bodyguard, blocking all those harsh, cold winds from the Atlantic. Then you have the Ebro River snaking through, kind of like a natural thermostat. On top of that, the soils are this incredible mix that gives each wine a unique fingerprint. And the altitude? Winemakers can play with it to make everything from rich, powerful wines down low to super fresh, elegant ones up high. It's basically a winemaker's paradise.
And who's the queen ruling over this kingdom? Tempranillo. This is Spain's signature grape, and it finds its most majestic expression right here. What's so special about it is its versatility. When it's young, it's all bright cherry and fresh plum, but give it some time, let it age, and wow, it just transforms. You start getting these incredible complex layers of tobacco, savory spice, leather, and that classic vanilla note from the oak barrels. It's just amazing.
And speaking of age, this is where Rioja really plays a different game. It's all about patience. Think of these categories like levels of maturity. A Crianza is your vibrant, youthful starting point. A Reserva has spent more time maturing, becoming smoother and more complex. And then the Gran Reserva. That's the pinnacle. They only make it in the absolute best years, and it's aged for at least 5 years before it's even released. Time itself is a key ingredient in every single bottle. So, we have the land, and we have the grape. But here's a little plot twist for you. Rioja isn't just one single place. Nope, it's actually made up of 3 distinct subregions, and each one has its own climate, its own style, and a completely different personality.
And this table lays it all out perfectly. To the west, Rioja Alta is the heartland of those traditional, elegant wines built to last for decades. Up north, in Basque Country, Rioja Alavesa gives us fresher, more aromatic styles with really vibrant fruit. And then you go east, to Rioja Oriental, where it gets much warmer and drier, making it the perfect spot for big, bold, powerful wines. Here's a little tip. If you love the elegance of a classic Burgundy, seek out a wine from Rioja Alta. But if you're a fan of richer wines, say, like a Californian Zinfandel, Rioja Oriental is going to be your jam.
So the next time you look at a bottle, check for that subregion. You're not just tasting a grape, you're tasting a very specific place on the map. It's a whole world of flavor to explore. Which style are you leaning towards?
But to truly understand Rioja, you can't just stay in the vineyards. You have to see how wine is just woven into the very fabric of daily life. The food, the festivals, the soul of its towns.
I mean, if you ever get a chance to go, you have to visit its towns. Haro is the historic capital, home to legendary wineries, or bodegas, all clustered together. Logroño is the region's bustling main city, where the world-famous Calle Laurel comes alive every single night, with people hopping from bar to bar, enjoying incredible small plates. And then there's LaGuardia, a breathtaking medieval fortress town where ancient wine cellars run for miles right beneath the cobblestone streets. It's unreal.
And you can't talk culture without talking about the food. Oh, the food. The cuisine here is rustic, profoundly flavorful, and just designed to pair with local wine. You have the art of pinchos and tapas in every single bar.
You'll find succulent roast lamb, cordero asado, so tender it just falls off the bone. And the ultimate comfort food, patatas a la riojana, a hearty stew where smoky chorizo infuses every single bite. Each dish is a story of the land.
This brings us to the final piece of the puzzle. This vibrant culture, this deep connection between food and wine, it didn't just appear overnight. It's built on a foundation of history that stretches back millennia, and that history guarantees the quality you find in the bottle today.
Look at this timeline. Winemaking here dates all the way back to the Roman Empire. The tradition was kept alive through the Middle Ages by monasteries. Then, in 1925, Rioja became Spain's very first Denominación de Origen, or DO. That's a legally protected seal of quality and origin. But they didn't stop there. In 1991, Rioja was the first region to be promoted to DOKA. That K stands for calificada, or qualified, which is the absolute highest tier in Spanish wine law. This is a region built on a relentless pursuit of excellence.
So what does this all mean? It means that when you open a bottle of Rioja, you're not just opening a wine. You are tasting a piece of history. All of that tradition, that passion, and that hard-earned prestige is right there in your glass. From the elegant classics of Rioja Alta to the bold flavors of Oriental, from the tapas bars of Logroño to the ancient history beneath its soil, Rioja is a complete world waiting to be discovered. The only question left is, where will your journey begin? Thanks for joining us.